Okay. Sound test, sound test. Yep, it's good. Get some Battlefleet Gothic going. Ugh. I really wish my cat would stop sucking up. I'll feed you soon! Okay, let me get the new stream sorted. Okay. It's like hard when you're trying to use a computer and you got a cat going boof, boof, boof. He just hit me in the head with his tail. And then in the arm, it's like, oh. Oh, there we go again. So I'm gonna finish off the campaign for Battlefleet Gothic 2. And I still have never finished a campaign in this game. So I want to finish the Imperial campaign because I'm really looking forward to playing the Tyranids. So if people convince me to play Necron, I'll play Necron for the next campaign. And then we got the Chaos campaign as well. Oh god, that was loud. Tigger, can you stop headbutting my arms? Okay, so I better go feed the cat because otherwise he's gonna annoy the shit out of me. Oh. Impact detected. Alright, go on. Down you go. Bareback. Yeah. What was I up to in the campaign? Turn 123. Holy shit. Talk about min-maxing. Like, I could have done this campaign a hell of a lot faster than I have. Oh, let the boredom commence. I just want to finish this campaign and get it over with. 4 turns for 1 there. It's like 50% of the stream whenever I play this game. It's like, one fleet invading over there, another one invading over there. It's gonna be a couple of turns. And now I can relax. I just wish my aircon would hurry up and cool down my room. I'm wondering why it's taking so long. Maybe it's just that hot. A fistful of meat. It's funny, like in my previous stream, like I did a quick like playing house thing. I showed like a mate, like the lamb rump that I bought. It's like it's only like a little one, but that's true. But it's actually like really good quality. Like it's from King Island, and you don't get like more quality than that for lamb, I don't think. And basically the best thing about it is that, like, if you think of it in terms of like old like soldiers and stuff like that, like they used to feed you like in the military, like it was like your handful of meat. Like they used to give that to you as your daily ration. Like you didn't get like a big steak or like a big like roast or something like that. You just got a hunk of meat. And like a hunk of like King Island like lamb rump is like some of the best taka. Like just seared on the outside, basically raw. Eat it, you got like blood and like fat dripping down your face. What we got? Okay, so there's my tobacco. So basically this stream's going to consist, like, because it is Endgame, they've already got battleships and all that sort of stuff, so my fleets are revolving around apocalypses, which is a class of battleship that uses lancers, so like long range. So rather than going stabby with the Imperial Navy, I've gone like long range, snipey, shooty, dakka. And it works out pretty good. But because I'm in the end game, like I'm just trying to like capture every system and defend against all the invasions that are coming. I just finished beating the last time I streamed this, which was months ago. I've just finished beating the Tyranid fleets, so like it's just getting all the we've got a special operation here. So that's gonna be orcs. So it's pretty much finishing off the orcs and then taking on chaos. And I might start a new game with the Tyranids. I've really been looking forward to playing the Tyranids in this game. Just because it'd be a nice like change of pace. Because like I go shooty with the Imperial fleets. So if I go have a look at my fleets, 13 of the bloody things. So Apocalypse battleships and a couple of Defiants and stuff like that. And they're mostly long range. So their weapons are basically so like Nova cannons, lance batteries, heavy macro turrets. And their range is ridiculously long when you set them to what's the best way? If you set them to a lock-on stance, the range of their lances goes up to like, where is it? Increased by 13,500 units. So that's like over 20,000 range, like 23,000 range or something. And they're quite good because you can, if you have endless streams of enemy ships coming in, you just pick them off at range, and like, so when you got Tyranids and stuff coming in, they don't get close enough to ram you because you basically annihilate them at range. And as soon as they get closer, you got your like Defiants, which are using like launch bays, lance turrets again, firestorms, so everything like hits at long range. And some of the Apocalypses, like they've got heavy macro turrets obviously for close range, but they're long range weapons, so like that works out fairly well. As long as you can detect them at long range, which is what you use your firestorms to do. Use them to scout on stealth mode. Then basically the enemy doesn't know what hits them. And so I'm still trying to figure out exactly... So I've got 13 fleets, different Space Marines and Adeptus Mechanicus fleets, all over the place. I've got a couple of invasions coming in, I've got fleets pretty much all over the joint. Surprisingly, there's actually not many invasions. It's probably because I dealt with the tyranids. Like, they were causing most of the invasions. So, now that I've got that free, what's the next special objective I gotta do? I gotta do... Scar Sector. So that's that. So, I gotta move my flagship fleet, which is Spire. That dude, and start moving him over there. It's like the first thing I got to do. By the time he gets there, he should be like fully repaired, and all of his units. Enough soldiers to replace all the lost soldiers on one of the ships. One of the battleships has lost a few people, so it's not running at full strength. So I can pretty much go through the list because there's basically no invasions. And got 4 fleets, or 2 invasions. Okay, there's 2. What about assault? That's another question, because I could have like enemy fleets assaulting mine. And I won't know about it, because that doesn't show up on the assault counter. Like the invasion counter, sorry. So, I'm probably gonna need... Yeah, I'll send Space Marines up that way. And some Mechanicus. And both of those fleets are at full strength. Those 2... I ideally only need one of them to defend it per invasion. But I'm gonna need more. So I'll send a second one up through there as well. And that's gonna max that one out. Any fleets? One more fleet. 1,900. So I sent one fleet up to help Spire out. Eventually. There are 3 fleets in here. They are all good. Okay, so one of those. And possibly a Space Marine fleet. I'll send the Adeptus Mechanicus one up too. Yeah. Gonna finish taking these 2, I reckon. I'll do those 2 areas. So I'm gonna send all my fleets over that way. Who haven't I moved yet? You? Okay, they've got battle damage, or they just need new ships? Yeah, they definitely need upgrades, so I'm going to send them back. Or possibly I might be able to build them here. Yes, I can maybe build some here. So... get rid of a tyrant. Myself arc. And I think that's the general layout I'm using is 2 arcs, a tyrant, Nova, Nova. Yep, okay. So that fleet's now upgraded. I can send that one through here. And Medusa. Okay, so they can go through as well. Got a lot of fleets here. Okay, I'm gonna have to move these guys up. Probably knock on knock on that fleet still. Take that out with one of mine. Countryside. Okay, so they do need repairs. So we should probably send them to like a shipyard. Somewhere with a shipyard and repairs. Ooh. Increases the repair rate. Okay, well that one can go through. That one can go here. And this guy can go through the Medusa sector, I think. There we go. Rapina. Skellis. Aha! Invasion. Okay. So I got one there already. You can wait. What's the next thing I've got to do is check upgrades, because some of my ships might need upgrades. Their fleet commanders might be upgraded. Okay. Okay, only one for upgrades. I got a company banner for assault skills. And what other options do we have? Battle barges, strike cruisers. I don't know. I do like using Orin Pack. Like, I'm basically gone shooty with all my stuff. So like macro weapons and lances. Because they're fast, they can like outshoot stuff at range too. You don't need to send them into assault. Yeah, so the final thing to check is planetary improvements. There's one there. Ding. I'm probably missing something. Like one of my things is probably going to get attacked by like a fleet, and I haven't been paying attention, so I won't pick it up. But I'll find out in a couple of turns after I see them do stuff. And one of them's already in a battle. Oh yeah, that's because I want to take that fleet out. Okay. And what's the final one? Yeah, like I gotta build new fleets. I've been waiting for decent fleet commanders to build new fleets. But I don't like micro warp jumps. I'll wait for this guy to refresh. I might get lucky and be able to build a fleet there. The other thing to do is to check invaded areas and make sure that they've got all the buildings that they need to defend themselves, which they do. The launch battle. Deployment order. Everything. Fire all weapons! 3 Apocalypse battleships will shred the enemy on this, because they got fuck all. God, I've missed the music from this. It's good music. I reckon to just send my guys straight up here, camp on that, and punch them as they come through. Put them all on lock-on orders. Oh, it's a convoy transport too. Haha. Maybe chuck them about there.
Aye, Admiral. Aye, Admiral. We serve. For the Emperor. Targeting enemy vessel.
Oh, we've got fighters inbound.
Ship ready.
Fury interceptors in flight.
Enough point defense on one of these guys to take fighters out fairly quickly.
We wait your command.
Okay, so the enemy's going over there.
Coordinates acknowledged.
You have seized a strategic area.
Okay. Let's change our angle of attack.
Understood.
Your orders? For the Emperor!
Ship
If you let
ready.
them get too close to your ships, the enemy will destroy them and then they pop. And they don't do much damage to it, but they do a fair amount of damage
Changing
if they're in
course.
range.
We serve.
Got 3 Nova Cannons sent down range. And that's their ships taken care of. They've still got 1 or 2 there because they're still capturing it.
We wait your command. Enemy sighted.
There's the snipe. Because the range these guys have got is so good.
Ship ready. Changing course.
What? I just shot myself. No biggie. Just turn performance mode off so hopefully get some better FPS. That ship's dead. That should be it for that one. That was only a very small enemy fleet. We've got an assault. Planetary improvement! Yes, please. That invasion's gotta hit me at a time. Yeah, but I've just put that guy in there. I can delay it by one. Delay it by one. Try and get these two fleets in there. Two there, two there. Okay. Oh, I didn't need to delay it. Whoops. Ah well. Was the Chaos Fleet that was attacking one of mine? No. 3 times for that one. Check some Space Marines. Some Mechanicus. They'll take care of the Eldar quite nicely. So who am I going to hit with these guys? I reckon one fleet into there. 2 fleets into there. At least. I'm going to spare a Mechanicus fleet. I'm just wondering. I might be able to take out this with one fleet. It is Chaos though. They're kind of tricky. Yeah, I'll just attack them. That'll be good. Overpowered as fuck. Those 2 will be good with that. move this guy up. They should be nice and repaired now. Nearly. Ooh. They can actually make it there, so I'm gonna send 2 into here. Got a couple of battles queued up. It's always nice when that happens. And 2 turns for that invasion. Yeah, I'll have people there in time. Just cancel that, see if we've got any improvements to build. Nope. Okay. Orcs are gonna get wrecked. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be right. They'll beat it. Pretty much the same strategy.
Underway. Your orders?
Aye, Admiral.
It's too bad I can't put like super sampling on. Can I? Can I? Hey, I've already done it. This though is a comparable fleet, so the enemy fleets, it's got a few less points than mine, but not many. And there's a lot of them. Oh boy.
Fury interceptors in flight.
Let's see how many I can wipe out with Nova Cannons.
Course engaged. We serve.
You have seized a strategic area.
Gotta wait till all my cannons are in range for open fire. I suppose I might be able to find out which ones are weaker. So I can stagger it. It only takes one to two shots to take out some ships.
Sighted.
Yeah, so they're light ones. They're already running away. That's why I like to use two, so they don't get away. But
Enemy sighted.
yeah, that's the heavier ships.
Enemy sighted.
Spotted them with the auger probe that I sent out here. It's like a recon drone.
Enemy sighted.
Enemy sighted.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Perfect. Whomp.
Engaging engines. Your orders?
Ignore my battleships at your own peril.
Setting course.
Ship ready. Engaging engines.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Yeah, they're almost in position. Once that guy gets up there, I'll start getting them to do like broadsides. Change them all to reload.
Burn retros.
More Dakar.
Possible, Admiral. By the lightning strike. Lightning strike successful. Assault group report success.
Can't fire through the enemy wreckage. I should be able to hit it with that though. Bang.
We serve. Aye, Admiral.
Starhawks loaded and sent. We wait your command. Lock on targets. Burn retros.
Wait your command.
Start hoarding them. Oh, they're dead.
Enemy ship crippled by the lightning strike. Ship ready. Lightning strike successful.
We serve.
My light cruiser's getting in on the action. Is the battleship that give it the killing blow though? Yeah, next one. More orcs. This time I got a slightly different composition of my troops though. So, I'll take 2 Arc Mechanicus, Battle Barge. Need 3. Oof. It's so tempting. Yeah. Yeah, why not? No scouts. Have some of that aforementioned Sri Lankan links. It's nice. Sorry for the crunch, Asmir. Couple of bites in already and that's spicy. I have 4 battleships.
To where we are needed.
I'm just gonna park my ass in here
To serve the Omnisire.
and put my
We are ready to serve.
battle barge in front
Moving to position.
because they got better armor. 2 of
State
those,
your order.
1 of those, 3 Arc Mechanicus ships. If I just park in there, they won't be able to pick me up as easily because it's a nebula. And unfortunately, I don't have sensors. Well, I've got disruption bombs and orbs, so they can. That's basically just shoots an orb in that direction, and it keeps on traveling. It's a good little weapon. All right. Yeah, Arc Mechanicus battleships, they're kind of good because they're fast. They don't really have as much armor as like a battle barge,
Show us the enemy.
but they got stronger shields.
State your order. Machine spirit appeased.
And their weapons are long range as well. So a lot of these guys on lock-on orders.
Focusing war sight.
Actually, I should have put them on reload now to think of it, because I don't have sensors to detect them. But too bad, so sad. Okay, time to send the orb out. And my Nova cannons. Boom. Shredded. Okay, so I'm just sending the orb out. It's going to go that way, so I want it to be about that angle. There we go. Drop down the disruption bomb, because that'll take out all their shields. Oh, and I've got more than one of them. Even better. I'll save one for later. There goes the orb. Yes.
Reroute power to retro propulsion.
It's gonna ram me. Nope. It's one down.
Enemy in sight.
Oh, they skipped it.
Thunderhawk bombardment. It will be destroyed.
I could ram it, and that would kill it. Rammed.
Standard speed engaged. Tech Marines, calm the machine spirits. Main batteries, fire! Enemy in sight. Initiate targeting protocols. Strike quickly, brothers! Successful teleport strike! Teleport successful! Troop transition successful!
Probably should have targeted that one first, but eh.
Teleporting vectors calculated! Caster and manifold teleporting!
Got actual borders on it now.
Severe damage to their corrupted machine!
Cheeky.
Legio Cybernetica have boarded the enemy.
One more heavy coming in.
Initiate Thunderhawk bombardment. Enemy in sight.
Mega Rocks. It's basically a battleship class. I've already half killed it.
We stand ready.
When you go shooty with like Imperial Navy fleets and Space Marines and Adeptus Mechanicus and all that sort of stuff, it's a little bit overpowered. It's one reason why I'm looking forward to playing the Tyranids, because they don't have like the super long range weapons.
Troop transition successful. Territorium vectors calculated. Troop transition successful.
So my battleship up front did the job of soaking up fire.
Caster and maniple
It did take a few hits. Lost about a quarter of its health. It's got a shield upgrade so I can overpower its shields every now and then, which is the reason why I put it in front. Just let it soak up fire. Plus it's got more armor. It's getting to be a bit room temperature. Ugh. Next one. This is against Chaos. I've got twice as many ships to throw in. But it is kind of tricky because, oh shit, it's not an upgraded fleet either. I've got to send him back and get him new ships. Huh. No, I just haven't changed the flagship. Whoops. So, one of those, and so it's a cruiser, battleship, two Adeptus Mechanicus fleets, so they're good at long range, but the soldiers on board their ships are kind of shit. So if you get boarded, you're in for a bad time. But as long as you're at range, you're pretty happy. So to send one of the battleships into battle, it costs a lot more points and leadership to deploy it. Because I got a cap of 1,500, I can't just like send everything in. Right? Because most of my ships are long range, they need scouts to kind of spot for them. And that's what these guys are for. Novas. Now typically I usually only send one, unless I know I'm gonna lose them, then I'll send more than one. But yeah, so but if you choose cruisers, it only costs you 216, whereas a battleship will cost you like, 333. So you can put more ships in. So I can get a big fleet like that in there that's got like 3 battleships, 2 cruisers, and a scout. It's going to be like pretty effective, especially against Chaos, because their weapons are kind of long range. So like if I was up against Orcs, I'd probably use this composition, just because it lets me put more ships in and they throw more fire. But because it's against Chaos, yep, I'm gonna go with battleships, as many as possible, which is basically all I can send. So it worked out anyway. But yeah, Chaos are kind of tricky. They have ships which have like missile launchers, and they use a lot of lance weaponry as well, which is like long range. So part of the battle's like catching up with them, because they like to they're not as bad as the Eldar, but their ships like stay at maximum range. So you kind of got to like approach them. That's what like Imperial ships are really good for, because they got more armor on the front. So you can chase after enemies and they're hitting your strongest armor while you're shooting them in the flank or whatever. Adeptus Mechanicus is a little bit of a side case, like heavy on range, so it will be good against the enemy. As long as they don't get too close. You'll have to see, like you'll watch me do a lot more scouting, like using sensors. Like this ship here, I'm gonna have to use its scanner. Of course, battleships out front, cruisers behind it, scout with the ships behind it. This is a take control of capture areas mission. Just kind of like randomly generated at the start of the battle. And they got a nice good gas cloud here. And the enemy could go to capture this point, which is like on the map up there. Well, they could go to capture that one. I'm guessing they're probably going to go for that one first. And then go for that one. Or for that one. But they could send a fleet just all the way down here. To there. Either way, being in the middle is kind of good. They'll be able to use that gas cloud for cover. Because they're at range. Because it's chaos, lock on orders, and because I'm attacking, they've already got defenses on some objectives. But what I usually do is I kill their ships first. So because they've got those defenses there, they're going to capture those 2 points, which means the next point they're going to go for is that one or that one. So yeah, I just send my guys straight up in the middle. You can check the enemy's weapon ranges as well. These guys aren't too powerful. Their weapon range only goes out to here. So they're not too dangerous. Like I can send my guys out here without worrying about getting fired on. But that's another thing to keep in mind. So I'm just gonna, as far back as possible, kind of close to that asteroid field. My middle ship should capture that objective when they're there. And 2 tyrants, cruisers. They've got Nova cannons, and so do these battleships. So I've got 5 Nova cannons now. And I'll put my scout smack bang in the middle. And then we start. And they're all on lock on orders again. So they get good range. My scout's gonna get there first. Okay. 2 ships over here. One of them's moving quite fast, so I think it's a scout. One of them's a cruiser. Scout, cruiser, maybe 1 carrier or battleship? Maybe 1 or 2.
The enemy has seized
I've got way more
strategic
points
area.
than them in this battle though. They've only got 1,000. I've got 1,500 committed. So 50% stronger than they are already.
You have seized a strategic area.
So they can capture whatever they want as long as I destroy their fleets, I'm good. Now I don't have fighters, so their fighters and bombers and stuff that come
The
in,
enemy has seized
they're
a
gonna
strategic area.
have to be killed by my ships. Yeah, I could put it on brace for impact, so it takes less damage, but their fighters will go down pretty quickly.
Hostile signature detected.
Oop, there we go.
To
Pause.
serve the Omnisire.
Scout got there first. Their ships, their missile frigates, light missile turrets. They'll take that ship out pretty quickly.
State your order.
So, what I'll do is I'll chuck my battleships
Engines to
and my
fuel.
cruisers onto full engine speed. And they should overtake it pretty quickly.
We are ready to
Except for this one, which I'm going to have to put back on normal so it doesn't ram through my own ship.
Reaching nominal speed.
And I've got Nova Cannons, so if I drop one Nova Cannon there, both of those ships are dead. Or one of them. And they've got a ground cruiser in.
Hostile signature detected. Receiving your order.
Okay, my ships are in position now, except for that one.
Receiving your order.
So select everything except for that ship. Tell them to stop moving.
Reroute power to retro propulsion. Reaching nominal speed.
And start boarding.
Not compute.
The mistake they made was sending their ship in too close.
Severe damage to the collective machine.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Legio Cybernetica have boarded the enemy.
Might send some scouts out here just to find out what those ships are.
Skitari assault successful.
And might as well bomb them while I'm at it.
You have seized a strategic area.
Troop transition successful. Castellan manifold teleported.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
One down.
Revere the Omnisire. Reroute power to retro propulsion.
Boarded.
Teleportation vectors calculated. Engage chrysalis protocols. Troop transition successful.
Ah, there's their battleship.
We are ready to serve. State your order.
Chaos ships generally have pretty good weapons, but their armor's not as good.
To serve the Omnisire. Energize vector thrust.
Get him out of there before he gets too damaged.
Spirit
Same thing as this guy. I'll move him out.
engaging drive. Reaching nominal speed. We are ready to serve.
He can go
Reaching
there.
nominal speed. Receiving your order.
So I'll let that ship soak up most of the damage now. It's got shields as well. So happy days.
Machine spirit appeased.
Let them move now. Set my battleships to like close range sort of engagement.
State your order.
Cruisers to long range and frigates to long range.
We are ready to serve.
Now,
Target on screens.
as they go to destroy that, they'll take that out because it's on the broadside. It's already got ammunition headed for it, so it's dead.
Hostile signature detected.
And now just gotta let these guys pound away. That ship's gone. It's dead. Board it.
Castellan manifold teleported. Teleportarium vectors calculated. Does not compute.
They are all sorts of dead.
Weapons calibrated. Castellan manifold teleported.
The enemy has seized one of your strategic areas. The enemy has accumulated 25% of strategic points.
And now I'm just gonna destroy their stuff.
State your order.
So I'll send one frigate and a battleship to take out
Legio Cybernetica have
that one
boarded the enemy.
and that one. I'll send two battleships
State your order.
and a scout to take out these two.
Weapons calibrated.
Queuing up orders as well. My
Receiving
scout's
your
max
order.
range is
You have accumulated
on lock-on.
50% of strategic points.
Further away, 13.5, whereas these ones are 13.5.
You
So
have seized a strategic area.
my scout will be in range. So I'm just going to tell it not to do anything,
Power to retro propulsion.
because once it gets in range, it will start taking damage. I can just leave it now. On the other hand,
Receiving your order.
my cruiser tyrants, they've got a range of 22,500, so they can stay outside of range and still hit it, which is what it's doing now. My battleships,
We are ready to serve.
which I'm not too worried about, they can get in close and do heaps of damage without taking damage. They got more than enough shields to deal with it, so just let them do that. Once these are down, we've won the battle. And once that starts firing at that, I can tell my scout to move it as well.
Machine spirit appeased. Reaching nominal speed.
You can tell what their range is as well by looking at the where it's a dotted line. As soon as it becomes a solid line, that's their range. So that ship's going to get past that range by the time that gets there. So one down.
Machine spirit appeased. To serve the Omnissiah. We are ready to serve.
That's why I love Novas and like Firestorms, because like for a little tiny ship they pack a punch.
The enemy has accumulated 50% of strategic points.
Done. Okay, now we can end turn. Hey, they actually won. Nice. Yep, there we go. My turn again. So what was that fleet where the flagship is a fucking cruiser? It was one of the Mechanicus fleets. That one. So all I've got to do is select one of the battleships and promote it to flagship. Oh, there we go. Okay. So no more invasions apart from the ones that were already going. So that one's going to hit here next turn. And it's going to face pretty much everything I've got. This one here, it's 2 turns, it's got 2 fleets defending it, that'll be fine. So I'll send that fleet up. There's an invasion hitting this sector, now I've got 2 fleets there, so that's fine, that's perfect, that's exactly what I need. So that's those 2 sectors taken care of anyway. 3 sectors, actually. Okay. A couple of planetary improvements, so like a couple of planets that I've got have leveled up. That one. It's a hype world, so by upgrading that, it just gives me more resources per turn. Not that I don't already have enough, but it also increases like troop regeneration. So as my ships attack, they lose soldiers. They got soldiers on board, they get boarded, they send boarders over, all that sort of stuff. This guy's lost more than half of his complement of soldiers. So if he gets attacked, well, he's gonna maybe not die quickly, but be a lot harder to defend efficiently with. Because like, when I'm playing the Imperial Navy, it's generally all about defense rather than offense. So you let them come to you. And upgrades for the different fleets I've got. None of them. Oh, one of them's got an upgrade. There we go. So that one, I'm going to figure out what to upgrade that with. Now, I can give them extra movement points, engineering points, which lets them increase the repair, and it works it for every allied fleet in the system, not just itself. Governor. Or I could go logistician. Gives me more. Reduces its upkeep cost. But I'm not worried about that at the moment. So it's probably, I'm thinking probably like engineering. Yeah. Alright. It's like a catch-all, it works for everything. Planetary improvements. No other planets need upgrading. Nope. Okay. Now just gotta go through the list. This is Endgame, so basically the game will be over fairly soon. It's just that I can only do one objective at a time with my commander, and he's stuck in an invasion down here. So he's gonna have to move up here, do a mission that I've got there, and then there's 4 more that I've got to do. And I've already captured most of the planets in these systems, so it'll take a while. Got a couple of hours gameplay left, but it is Endgame. Strategy game. Takes a while to play. So that one's good. That one's good. Oh yeah, that's right. The one thing I can do is check to see if I can build a new fleet. Ah, short burn torpedoes. It's a shitty upgrade. Yeah. I have to wait 2 more turns to see if I can build another fleet. Like, short burn torpedoes is good if you like using torpedoes. Like, it's kind of good at the at the beginning of the game, but like late game it does basically nothing. Like, you don't really have battleships that have got torpedoes. Like, you do, but they're not the best. And individually, the torpedoes don't do too much damage. Now you combine that with boarding torpedoes, lets you get boarders to ships that are basically on the other side of the map. So it's good for Space Marine fleets. I'm not even sure if you can get that upgrade on a Space Marine fleet. Oh, that's so spicy, I love it. Whew. Okay, so the fleets I got in Scarus. So, invasion, invasion, invasion. Don't have fleets anywhere else? Sweet. So we got 6 fleets here to play with. And some of them are taking a bit of damage, but still at highly acceptable levels. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Demon World. I'm gonna take every planet there. So in this sector, got different threat levels. The higher the threat level is, the more likely it is that they'll take actions or like invade. So it's a good idea to kill everything. Okay, so spicy. Oh. What the hell. We'll take out the Elder. It'd be interesting to see if they still try to ally with me later. 3 fleets. This is going to be a good battle. And I can only send 2 in there. There's Elder, which means I probably want to send Adeptus Mechanicus. That'll be good. And I've got another one here stacked up as well. Send that one out there. Got 1 fleet left. Where am I going to send it? I'll take on Chaos. Well, 4 battles lined up this turn. Oh god, this stuff is spicy. I can't get enough of it. Does that have MSG? No. Perfect. 4 battleships and a scout. More than 1 scout. 3 scouts. I'm gonna need it. I'm outnumbered. This is gonna be a good battle, this one. Oh, that's a destruction objective too. So they're going to come at me with all guns blazing. Because they're older, they're a pain in the ass. They shoot, then they run away. I reckon in here. Perfect. Whew. Let's see if I can fit them all in a straight line. Definitely unlock on orders.
Optimal course set.
So I got orbs and I have a hell of a lot of Nova cannons. But I won't be able to spot them until they get in range, unfortunately. As soon as one gets in range, I'll
State your order.
send off a scanner. That will detect people in like that radius.
Machine spirit appeased.
And if they fire at me, I'll be able to detect them. Because it's AI, they'll kind of know that I'm here. They'll come here. But they still need to be in range to fire. And because I'm stealth, they won't detect me until they're very close. But as soon as I fire, they can see all my ships. Or like each ship that actually fires. And because they'll be very close, every single one of my ships is going to fire. So they'll be able to see it. And then things become fun. And I don't have any fighters or anything. They usually send out fighters, and when that happens, they can also pick up these ships that way. But I don't have any fighters, so I can't do that. Hey Tick Tick. What are you meowing for? I gave you food. Did you eat it all? Were you hungry? Is that poopity snoot? Hmm? Is that poopity snoot? So hopefully they've got just enough range to be stealth and turn around to fire broadsides without hitting each other. And so the only problem about finding gas nebulas is like to get all your ships like in a nice formation and still have them be able to like turn sideways and fire. That's the trick. I think they've got enough room in there. And I can hear ships using jumps.
Machine spirit appeased.
Just gotta wait. As soon as I get in range, everything's gonna happen very quickly. Now they can only deploy the same amount of points as I can at any one time. There we go. But as I destroy their ships, they can send in reinforcements. I can do the same thing too, but they've got more ships than I do. Twice as many. Oh, nearly. The third again as many. So I can't even shoot that ship because it's shooting at me, it's detected me.
State your order.
There we go. Boom! Shredded! Let's see if we can get lucky with a couple of shots. Get wrecked!
Receiving your order. We are ready to serve. Reroute power to retro propulsion.
Now, the thing with the Eldar ships is they're good at running, they've got great weapons and good range, but they're pretty squishy. They actually don't even have shields. They have hollow shields. So when you're firing at them, their ships, it's kind of like they've got mirage armor, so their ship looks like it's in one spot, but it's actually over here somewhere.
Vectors calculated.
But yep, they're still getting shredded.
Transition successful.
Oh, they jammed my fucking sensors.
Hostile signature detected.
That's why it's good to have scanners, because scanners go through it.
Target on screens.
And because they don't have shields, you can board them without even taking their shields down.
Transition successful.
Run! Run, you bastard!
Caster and manifold teleported. Troop transition successful. Caster and manifold teleported. Battle protocols engaged.
Lost target. Got a scanner back up yet? Yep. Good thing I have 3 scouts, hey? They're just getting broadsided. Like, as fast as they come in, I'm basically killing them, so...
Weapons calibrated.
Okay, well, they've got reinforcements coming in. I'll
Matchless efficiency.
turn my ships around and drop a few Nova Cannons in. I might get lucky and hit something. Now that's turning real slow. Turn faster.
Reroute power to retro propulsion. Machine spirit appeased.
And when you mark them with the sensors, they stay detected for 45 seconds. So even if they run outside range, you can still see them for a while.
Target on screens.
Just outside range. Tigger?
Revere the Omnisire.
I bet you anything, I'll go check his food, and his food bowl will have food in it. Yeah, there's still food in it. He's getting older, so it's like... It's almost like cat Alzheimer's. They forget, and either that or he's just getting older and not eating as much. And like, he's a pretty old cat, so either way it's a bad thing, but hey, that's what comes with age. He's about 13 years old now. 13, 14 years old.
Utter the canticles of battle.
Get wrecked! Just boarded him. Real bad.
Vectors calculated.
Scanner! Yes. Board you too.
Castellan manifold teleported. Teleportarium vectors calculated.
Their firepower's not outstripping my shield, so I'm in a real good spot.
Teleportarium vectors calculated.
Burn it down. One more. One more. Yes.
Troop transition successful. Teleportarium vectors calculated. Castellan manifold teleported. Machine spirit appeased.
Okay, I should be able to start attacking now. They shouldn't have too many ships left.
Calculating vectors.
Avoid that asteroid
The
field.
spirits obey.
Send my ships up that way.
Reaching nominal speed.
I'll get the scouts to follow them after. Because they're a little bit faster.
Reaching nominal speed. With matchless efficiency. We are ready to serve. Receiving your order.
The range is pretty high.
To serve the Omnisire.
I'm just outside of it though.
State your order.
Yeah, so that's pretty much game over with them now. Wiped them out. It's quite a few kills though.
Reroute power to retro propulsion. Battle protocols engaged. We are ready to serve. Receiving your order. We are ready to serve. Machine spirit appeased.
Can't believe that orb actually got all the way there.
State your order.
Like it refreshed and I can send a new one now. Wouldn't it fucking suck to be on one of them? It's like, you just sit there looking out your window and it's like, oh, there's a couple of ships over there that are like, you know, 10 or 12 kilometers long. That's the scale, by the way. These things are absolutely massive. Next. Even bigger. Basically same thing though, but they've also got an orbital defense station as well. So this could be more tricky. Well, it's not much more tricky, it's piss easy really. But it's Eldark, so they're a pain in the ass. I almost don't want to send my capital, my flagships in because they've lost a lot of soldiers, but I have to because they carry the special abilities, and some of them make all the difference, makes things a lot easier. Howdy. So this is Mechanicus and Imperial Navy. Basically the same recipe though. Except for I've got one cruiser to throw into the mix. And it's a capture point. There's the defense station there. And they've got defenses there and there. So the range of that thing is probably out to here. Yeah, I'll send my guys up this way. It's kind of tricky because with this particular objective, because it's capture, they have more ships than I do, and they also have straight up they've already captured 3 of them. So there's only really one thing I can do. I need to well, there's many different things I could do, but like what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack up through here and up through there and smash them back down through this way. I actually need to be proactive on this one. I can't just leave it.
We wait your command. Thruster routines active. Receiving your order.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Rouse the engines. Engage engine red lines.
How many Nova cannons do I have? 1? Alright.
To serve the Omnisire. Aye, Admiral.
I've got 2.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Cruising speed set.
We serve. Cruising speed set.
You have seized a strategic area. The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Targeting enemy vessel. We are ready to serve. Revere the Omnisire. Weapons calibrated.
Here they come.
Your orders?
Enemy sighted.
I got 5 of them. Okay. That's heaps. Yeah, get wrecked.
Receiving your order.
Enemy ship crippled by the lightning strike.
A lot of things are kind of happening at once. So I apologize if I'm not talking.
Assault crews report success.
State your order. Aye, Admiral. Troop transition successful. Cruising speed set.
Nearly rammed.
Enemy sighted.
Enemy defense platform destroyed.
So basically they're attacking the targets that I've given them, but on their way they're taking out the other ships. Because of the way I've kind of arranged it.
Engage.
I'm throwing out repair orders and all sorts of crazy shit. Some of my ships are getting hit. Get them out of here. I don't want to lose scout ships. Training up new scout ships is one of the most painful things because they're so easy. It's easy for them to die. But they're so valuable. It's like you'll usually only have like 1 or 2 in a fleet, or maybe 3, like this.
Accumulated 25% of strategic points.
State your order.
Okay, let's see if I can Mark 3 of them. Ooh, missed that one.
Ship ready.
Okay. Yes, boost into range. He just like rammed one of his own. That was good.
Impossible, Admiral.
Okay.
Enemy ship crippled by the
Disruptions. Yeah, I'll drop one out there. Hopefully I don't hit my own troops with it.
Enemy defense platform destroyed. Understood.
Okay, take that guy out first.
Impossible, Admiral.
He just rammed into us, that will work.
Enemy ship crippled by the lightning strike.
That one, that one, that one,
Engaging.
and that one.
The enemy has accumulated 25%.
As they lose targets, they'll prioritize another one, so if they run outside range.
Castellan manifold teleported. Machine spirit appeased.
You have accumulated 50% of strategic points.
We are ready to serve.
You have seized the strategic
Yep, all targets destroyed.
Targeting enemy
For the
vessel.
moment. That one, that one.
To serve the Omnisire.
You have accumulated 75% of strategic points.
Done. Lit GG, that's game over. So now I just gotta take that thing
Engaging
out.
target.
The weapon range on that, as I was gonna say before, is actually quite big. So if I highlight its star cannon, usually it tells me. Usually you can just like mouse over the weapon and tell you what the range is. So its max range is 13,500.
We wait your command.
So I'll set my guys to 18,
State your order.
except for the scouts because they can't get close enough. They'll get fired on, so I'll let them get closer and then tell them to wait.
Engaging drive.
So. So meanwhile, like, got the people sitting there in like this, like space station, and they're just like, oh shit. I shouldn't laugh. Australia doesn't have a very large military.
Ship ready.
You are close to victory by strategic points.
I know that irony one day will beat me in the face. Boom. Boom.
We serve.
Suppose I could have just dropped a disruption bomb on them first, then nuked them, but oh.
Engage chrysalis protocols. to serve the Omnisire. Aye, Admiral.
Enemy station has taken severe damage.
The other thing I have against this game at like the end game, because like especially like a normal difficulty, is just it does become repetitive. Same thing as like Total Warhammer. A little bit different with Space Marine fleets.
Underway. Hold course. Full speed.
They're a little bit faster,
I am listening.
and it costs so many points to get one of their battleships that generally you end up like only one or two of them. But they are powerhouses.
Where shall we strike? Give us purpose. Show us the enemy. Show us the enemy.
Okay. Nearly in range. Get them in formation, they're not going to make it all the way there.
Moving to position. Where shall we strike? Enemy in sight.
Disruption bombs.
Enemy in sight.
Okay, shit's down.
Obliterate the target. Enemy in sight.
Everything on close range. Except the scouts. They can stay on max range.
Setting priority target.
Give us purpose.
Space Marines are very good at boarding.
Successful teleport strike.
Right quickly, brothers. Teleport attack successful.
Let the Firestorm get the kill. More naval. Come on! Yes! Told you! They kill stuff. That's why they're so good. When you got a lance on a little ship like that, armor penetration, perfect. Assassinated. Fatality. Whew. Oh. Okay, one more battle, then I'm gonna take a break. Because it is getting too repetitive for me. And make some food. Mechanicus versus Chaos. Okay. Destroy our route. Perfect.
We are ready to serve. Receiving your order. The spirits obey. Machine spirit appeased. State your order.
I'm gonna give away my position just yet. They know where I am, but at least they haven't spotted me. The range on that thing, that's 18,000. That's a lot better. Plus they can send fighters out. Oh, well, I think I'm gonna lose my transporters, but... No, maybe not. I might be able to get away without losing them if I can kill the enemy fast enough. Plus, they might be able to spot the enemy for me. They're dead. Okay, so what's the range on that?
Hostile signature detected.
Yeah, I can push them all the way up to the front of the gas cloud.
Transition begun. To serve the Omnisire.
There we go.
Hostile signature
Enemy
detected.
detected. See how many you can get. Ooh, none. One. Oh man, what a waste. Alright.
To serve the Omnisire. Holy Omnisire, heal thy wounded servant.
Oh, he's so fucked. Gotta get him out.
Enhance rotational drift.
Burn. Burn like your life depends on it, because it does.
Hostile signature detected.
And pull them right back.
With matchless efficiency.
Ooh,
Hostile
shit.
signature detected.
Okay, this is dangerous. I could lose. I could actually lose this now because I fucked up my Nova cannons.
We are ready to serve.
I'm surrounded, like literally. Mechanicus don't have the best armor. Oh, he's dead. Get out of there!
Rouse the engines.
All the way up there. Run!
Troop transition successful.
He is dead.
Suspect pathways.
He's gonna be dead too.
Reaching
Okay.
nominal speed.
Lost a ship. Oh shit.
To retro propulsion.
Lucky I'm in a gas cloud.
Take your order.
And it's a bit of a mercy that the enemy is not. There go their shields. Okay.
Teleportarium vectors calculated.
They're on fire! Literally.
Troop transition successful.
Okay.
Castellan maniple teleported. Begin rearmament.
Oh my god, they might all live.
Thruster routines active. Engage chrysalis protocols. Castellan maniple teleported. Target on screens. Troop transition successful. Teleportarium vectors calculated.
Lost one ship.
Utter the canticles of battle. Receiving your order. Receiving your order. State your order. Machine spirit appeased.
That. Yeah. The second one I fired there wouldn't have actually damaged him, it would have just slowed him down so I can catch up to him. But
Battle protocols engaged.
so far so good. That ship is like dead.
Fields activated. Charging warp drive.
Get it out now. It's almost lost all the troops on board. That guy's on fire. That guy's lost a lot of troops. Pretty much all up. That was tricky.
Activated.
I could have lost that if it wasn't for the special condition which like rolled a wave of fire across the whole thing. Luckily I was in the gas cloud so it didn't hit me. But that could have been a little bit dicey. So that go to max.
We are ready to serve. State your order.
Yeah, now just gotta take him out.
Machine spirit appeased.
Max range. About there.
State your order.
Nope. Here comes the next fire wave. Hopefully I can kill that thing before the fire hits.
Machine spirit appeased.
'Cause otherwise my ships are gonna get a little bit damaged. Just a little bit. It ain't too bad because I'm not getting shot at, so that should be perfectly fine, but when your shields go down when you're getting shot at, that's usually a bad thing. As you know.
Receiving your order.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
We are ready
Okay,
to serve.
cruiser. It's on fire! There we go.
Holy Omnissiah,
Fires are
heal
out.
thy wounded servant. Holy Omnissiah, heal thy wounded servant. To serve the Omnissiah.
Boom. Alright, so that's the last attack from that wave. I've done about 10 or 15 battles now. It's definitely endgame. It's the first time I've lost a ship. It was dicey though, they had so many ships that pretty much surrounded me. Couldn't take them out fast enough. I missed with my Nova cannons, that's why. And now that fleet is quite damaged. It's gonna need new ships and everything. And I can't build them in this sector. Okay. Well, I'm gonna take a break because I need to eat some food, and I'll be back in about maybe 20-30 minutes. Depends if there's any decent episodes of anime. It could be now. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next stream. Still getting closer to finishing this, and I'm looking forward to it because I want to play Tyranids. And I've never finished an Imperial campaign. Because once I get to the end game, I'm just like, oh, really? But pretty good. And I've got a couple of invasions about to hit, but I'll do that next time. You save 30. See yous.